So in the next section or the next line item we have over here is use conditional keywords for steps. So let's see how we can use conditional keywords in our steps. So I'm going to go back to our Node.js Hello World repository, and within that we have our workflow. Now I want to add a deploy step to our build. So after build, we want to deploy our application. But I only want to deploy if the current branch is main branch. Now we are running this on push, but this workflow currently will run for all the branches that a push action or a push event is applied to. But we only want to deploy if it's a main branch. So let's modify our workflow for that. So over here, I'm going to remove the tests job. We don't really need for this demo. So over here, I'm going to run the install build, and now let's deploy. So I'm going to add a job called or a step called deploy. Now, if we go here and do run, we're going to do run npm deploy, which is the deploy command for Node.js. And we're going to write a if condition over here and specify if github ref equal to ref heads main and github event name equal to push. So this job or this step, I should say, will only run if it's the main branch and it's a push event. So if we are pushing to the main branch, then only it will run the npm deploy step. So let's check it out. So I'm going to commit the change and we are going to commit directly to the main branch. So let's see our workflow now. So I go to my actions and over here I go to the build and it does run the deploy, so which is the running deploy command in our source code. So it did run the deploy command. Now let's see, does it run when I create a pull request? I'm going to go back to my code. Let's just update our readme. Going to commit change, create a new branch. I'm going to name it as readme update. And I'm going to propose a change. And then I'm going to create a pull request. Now it will run all this GitHub Actions build, but we want to see if it runs the deploy command or not, and it should not because we have specified an if condition. So we can click the details here, and you can see here it did not run the deploy the application. And the reason being, if we go to our workflow, we have specified this if statement over here. If the deploy command will only run if it's the main branch. So that's how we can use the if statement over here. And we are going to look at more examples of different if conditions.